Ever wonder where do your old phones and monitors that you have thrown away end up? Where do your plastic bottles go? You recycle your waste, but how can you be sure they are being handled properly? Global waste trade was a hot topic in 2017 when China suddenly stopped importing waste. This affected especially the United States and Europe. As a result, waste traders were forced to look for new customers, and they found them in Southeast Asia like Malaysia, Thailand, Vietnam, Indonesia, and India, countries with fewer import regulation and less controls. Why developed countries export waste? Well, despite the distance, it is still cheaper and easier to send the waste all the way to developing countries rather than dealing with it. Waste is exported because of its lack of capacity in their own land, and it helps to meet the recycling targets. There is also a demand for imports. You might ask, why developing countries import waste then? If a product can be cleaned, sorted, and sold, it can make profit. That's why recycling traders in developing countries is importing waste, as it is cheaper to buy waste from abroad than to collect them locally. Countries with less infrastructure, less wealth, and less manufacturing ability usually import waste as a way to increase profit and stimulate their economies. Importing countries expect most waste is recyclable, but in fact they are not. According to a report from the World Bank, over 90% of waste in low-income countries is often disposed in unregulated dumps or openly burned, creating serious health and environmental consequences. So to answer my questions at the beginning, this is how your waste end up mostly. Plastic is very durable but also terrible. Poor management of plastic waste has negative environmental and climate effects, such as deposit of plastic and microplastics appearing on land and in oceans worldwide. Importing countries have found difficulty to manage waste. Some countries, including Thailand, Malaysia, and Indonesia, have decided to introduce new restrictions on waste imports. It is indeed an opportunity for the United States and Europe to invest more in their local recycling facilities and technology. Germany is a very good example in waste management. Its success comes from strong government policy and its citizens embracing recycling. In conclusion, global waste trade has indeed boosted the economy and helped developing countries to generate wealth. But if it is not regulated properly, it can cause severe damage to our planet. It is a worldwide issue. Instead of trying to recycle, why not try to reduce waste?